Guys, I escaped the Matrix, bro. But now I don't know what to do.
To all my spiritual black folk out there, I think it's so important that we recognize that a lot of the most popular spiritual teachings out there were written by people in a place of privilege. Don Miguel Ruiz, the author of the Four Agreements, went to medical school and was a practicing surgeon prior to him writing the Four Agreements. Eckhart Tolle took a 9-year hiatus between the ages of 13 and 22 to pursue creative and philosophic interests. How do you do that between 13 and 22? Somebody is funding that. Now, this is not to invalidate their experience. I'm sure they did have depression, anxiety. They dealt with a lot of the things that we deal with. However, what was causing their depression and anxiety was not what causes a lot of our depression and anxiety. And this is not me just shitting on these books, you know what I'm saying? There is a ton of good stuff in here. However, we, especially we who are not upper middle class, have to be wary to take what resonates and leave what does not. Main takeaway, look up the creator of whatever it is you are reading, watching, or listening to, because everybody has a bias, including myself.
A really hard pill to swallow is knowing that sometimes the people that you prioritize and the people that are really important to you, you're not as important to them, and you're not that high up in ranking in their life, and they do not prioritize you.
Like, some girls be wondering why a guy ghosted you. The nigga bread is not up, bro. If my bread not up, I'm not talking to no cow. Are you laced? Like, what is niggas gonna do? Like, niggas is spending the day. Niggas is driving, or if niggas not driving, we're getting the Uber. And Ubers is mad expensive. You looking from 30 to 60 to 70 offer back and forth if we get in the Ubers. Then we looking at food. Then we looking at the activity for the day. Then this is not just a one-time thing. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, maybe 30 times. Niggas think they bread up, bro.
I 100,000,000% believe that if I can't be happy with where I'm at now and what I'm doing now in every single moment, or at least accept it, it doesn't matter what success I reach, what career dream job I get, I'm always gonna find something to not like about it. So why don't I practice loving where I'm at now, so that no matter where I go in life, I can maintain a sense of appreciation, which will allow me to go after and work hard for new things, but not expecting it to make my life perfect or to make me permanently happy. If I can generate my own happiness and my own acceptance for whatever is going on, then there's really nothing that could take that away from me or add that within me. And I think that, my friend, is the ultimate power.
Guess what? You're always going to look like the problem to people that don't like to acknowledge problems. So because you can see the problem, that makes you the problem now. They were fine with ignoring it.
I don't know, y'all. I just don't think it should be that many rules to living life. I just wake up every morning and just do what that day consists of. Like, it's 20 different foods you gotta eat before noon, 20 different things you gotta do for someone to respect. I don't
The subtext of most self-help is to isolate yourself and work on yourself so that one day people will like you and you'll be successful. They say improve your mindset, build your skills, clean your room. So this completely overlooks something that's almost cliche by now, the rich, sad person, the famous celebrity that everyone loves who ends up doing that. And people have correctly pointed out that there are systems in place in society that keep people miserable, so self-improvement only goes so far. But I don't hear enough people talk about how you can feel happier if you join a community and contribute to it, and you see your contribution have an effect. And I would invite you to consider that your group of friends and your nuclear family is not a community. I'm going to arbitrarily define a community as a group of about 50 or more people who have a generally common goal. I think on some deep level, we need that sense of community, and no amount of accomplishments will be a replacement for it.
I hate professionalism because why do I have to be like, hi, I'm just following up in regards to my previous email. I was wondering if you've had a chance to review everything yet. I just want to be like, hey, did you see that shit I sent you? Because you didn't reply yet.
There was a girl that got on here and said that she don't eat for real because she just don't like the motion of like eating, like picking the food up, putting it in your mouth, back and forth. What are the little white shit? Oh, okay. But just the motion and all the chewing is too much. And at first I was like, girl, you might need to see somebody. But she's kind of right. Like, I'll say, for me personally, it depends on the food. I'm eating this quesadilla, this messy ass quesadilla from Moe's. I'm not even full for real, but I'm just tired of eating this. Like, it's just the monotony of back and, but like for real though, I don't even feel like eating this right now. Like, I'm hungry. I don't know. I get it though.
For many of you, it's time you outgrew The Secret. You know what I'm talking about. The law of attraction, manifestation, and all that. It gets incorporated. It's like, yes, and there's more to it. That level of mind training taught you that your mind is powerful, right? We can manifest our goals by choosing, sticking with it, knowing that we're good enough to get it. We make it happen and the universe cooperates, right? It's a way of recognizing our God-given power, and that's great. But now we say, hey, I got enough cars and stuff. I don't need any more stuff. I need fulfillment. I need to help this world. Okay, so the thing to do is to turn within, learn every day, learn how to pray. Like, all we can do is ask God, be with me, talk to me, help me, right? I mean, like, be open before God. Just like let go of anything you know and ask, what's the next most loving step? I'd like to practice this with you, so keep with this.
If you're an ambitious person, but you're not yet where you want to be, listen up. Every ambitious person I know operates like this. They have a vision for their potential, and they're clear on how they're currently operating relative to their potential. Now, when that gap is big, your potential is up here and you're operating here. I mean, the only way that I can describe it is like you're desperate for oxygen. It's like you can't breathe until that gap is closed. It's like you're fighting for your life to get closer to actually operating in a way that aligns with what you see as your potential. And when we're talking about potential, I mean, of course that includes money, but I think it's really about the quality of the work that you put out, the value you're creating for the world. And you know you can create a lot of value and you're not currently creating as much value as you would like. It's really hard. I'm closer to my potential than I was 2 years ago. And let me tell you about what's happened. Everyone tells you, like, love the process, find peace in the process. And I was hearing all that 2 years ago. And I was like, yeah, I get it, but it did almost nothing to change my experience. I used that urgency energy, that hunger for oxygen, even desperation, and I fought day in and day out. Did I want my experience to be like that? No, but it really didn't seem like there were any other options available. Now, what's been so cool is that all of that fight has helped me close the gap. And now that I'm closer to where I want to be, it seems like I have more access to choose how I want to experience this differently. And it's incredible. Like, I was joking with my buddy the other day. 2 years ago, if you had told me that it was going to take 6 months to build out a podcast, I would have had a panic attack and died. Now you tell me it's going to take 6 months. And I'm like, fuck yes, I love the slow burn. Let's build this out as beautifully as possible. The point is, I know everyone is telling you to enjoy the process, but it may not be time to enjoy the process yet. You may need this fight in order to get to a place where it actually becomes an option to enjoy the process. You can take the pressure off yourself to change the way you're experiencing this. When you get to that place where you've closed the gap, you'll probably look back and say, there's no other way I could have done it.
Y'all, I mean this from the deepest part of my soul, from my inner being, from my gut. Y'all need to stop taking life so seriously. if I could explain to you literally on like a scientific level how much of this life is literally a video game, like a Sims video game, I think all of y'all would literally laugh at yourself. Like literally. All of you with anxiety and depression, that was me, that was fucking me, are looking at life like this. Like there's a little speck right there. Those are all your problems. You're looking at it like this. Y'all need to widen that shit out on life. I'm so serious. You're hyper analyzing and focusing and drowning in all of the issues. You're involved in your workspace, and it's such a tiny little culture of like this problem, and like at home it's this problem. You're not seeing life for how it is and how it can be. You're hyper fixated on all the shit that's going on instead of looking at life for how it is. You would not willingly play a Sims game and just control your Sims to scroll on TikTok all day, watch TV all day, work a 9 to 5. How fucking boring would that game be? That's your life. But you have the control. Just like the Sims game, you have control to do whatever the fuck you want your Sims to do. Same thing in life. But instead you're just choosing not to pick the things you actually want to do. Look, I literally have free will. Like I can dance, you know? I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I can teach myself whatever I want to do. I can make myself as happy or as sad or as depressed or anxious as I want. It is my choice. I don't care what you have to say about opportunities and how you grew up and all this. Yes, it all matters and it all is perspective, but you have the ability because you are human. That point blank period. You'll have to remember that Kaylee, hi, my name is Kaylee Guerrero. I'm 22 years old. I live in San Antonio, Texas. But that is not me. I have a soul underneath all of this skin and bones and clothes and this house and this state. I am a soul in the inner being. Like in the grand scheme of things, like I am the universe. It's insane. Baby, you're worried about what your boss told you yesterday? You're like this. Brought in it. It doesn't matter. I promise. You're gonna be okay. I love you.